Hello and welcome to aTech. Today, Japan is testing a weapon that looks more like science fiction than classic artillery, an electromagnetic cannon or railgun capable of propelling a metallic projectile at over Mach 6 without a single drop of gunpowder. From a platform at sea and then aboard a test vessel, Tokyo has demonstrated that it can fire this railgun in real-world conditions with a specific goal in mind: intercepting Chinese, North Korean, and Russian hypersonic missiles before they reach Japanese territory. This isn't just a defense project, it's a bold technical gamble where pure kinetic energy is harnessed to create the ultimate missile shield. Technically, the railgun developed by the Japanese agency ATLA, Acquisition Technology of Logistics Agency, is a medium-caliber system targeting approximately 40mm, which uses the Lorentz force, one of the fundamental principles of electromagnetism, to launch its projectile. The weapon relies on two parallel metal rails connected to a pulsed power system of very high intensity. A conductive armature bridges the rails, and when a current of several million amperes is injected, an intense electromagnetic field is generated. This magnetic field exerts a force that propels the armature and the shell attached to it at lightning speed down a barrel. The current prototype has already reached speeds close to 2230 meters per second, or about Mach 6.5, using firing energy in the range of 5 megajoules. Equivalent to the kinetic energy of a 2-ton car traveling at 160 kilometers per hour, released in a fraction of a second. The objective, set in the official roadmap supported by the 2024 defense budget, is to quadruple this energy to 20 megajoules per shot. This would significantly increase the effective range and terminal velocity of the projectile, while allowing for heavier shells with reinforced kinetic impact capability. The projectile, which is essentially an inert metallic mass, destroys its target solely through the violence of the impact, making the weapon gunpowder-free and intrinsically safer aboard ships. The path toward naval integration has been long and filled with specific technical hurdles. Between 2016 and 2025, ATLA gradually validated the essential technological building blocks. The main difficulty lies in managing extreme thermal and mechanical stresses. The rails must withstand currents of 3 to 5 million ampere and the friction forces generated by the projectile's acceleration. Barrel erosion, which limits the tube's lifespan, is one of the challenges not yet fully resolved, requiring advanced composite materials and metal alloys. A major milestone was reached in 2023 when Japan announced the world's first firing of a medium-caliber railgun from a maritime platform in cooperation with the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, JMSDF. This confirmed the ability to manage the logistics and safety of such a power source in a marine environment. In 2025, new sea trials were reported from the experimental ship JS Asuka. The installation is now an 8 to 9-ton railgun mounted in a dedicated turret, integrated into the ship's electrical system, and capable of rapid firing at hypersonic speeds. This phase validates not only the stability of the firing platform, but above all, the complex integration of the weapon into the onboard grid, the management of mass energy storage systems, massive capacitors, and real-time pulsed power supply. This success on the water puts Japan at the forefront of the race for the naval operational deployment of such a system. The strategic appeal of the railgun for Japanese defense is directly linked to the evolving regional threat, notably the appearance and proliferation of maneuvering and hypersonic missiles among its neighbors. Japan faces the challenge of interception at lightning speed. The railgun projectile's very high initial velocity, Mach 6, opens the door to very short interception windows, which are crucial against vectors flying at Mach 5 and above with unpredictable trajectories. Unlike classic interceptor missiles like the Aegis Standard Missile SM-3 or SM-6, which depend on chemical propellants or sophisticated radar guidance, the railgun projects a shell on a purely ballistic trajectory, simplifying the firing chain and reducing the reaction time. Furthermore, the logistical economy is a major factor. The unit cost of an inert projectile is potentially negligible, a few $1,000s compared to that of an interceptor missile, several $1,000,000. In a saturation scenario where an adversary might launch multiple projectiles simultaneously, this capability for low-cost, high-cadence firing is a revolution. Finally, the absence of a propulsion flame during the firing phase reduces the infrared signature and the weapon's visibility, a significant advantage for an interception ship on the high seas. The railgun is at the heart of a new multi-layered defense architecture designed to counter the anti-access, aerial denial, A2AD strategies of its neighbors. Tokyo plans to integrate as an intermediate layer, known as a direct fire, against cruise missiles and advanced aerial targets, alongside already deployed systems. The first layer is provided by high-altitude interceptors like the Aegis SM-3, the second by Aegis SM-6 systems, and the third by short-range artillery systems, notably the Patriot PAC-3. The railgun is envisioned to fill the gap between the SM-6 missile and conventional artillery, offering a fast and economical solution for sub-stratospheric threats. This new weapon is also directly integrated into the acquisition plans for new high-energy capacity ships. Next-generation destroyers, such as the future FFM class, are likely to be equipped with more powerful propulsion to support the electrical consumption peaks required by the railgun. On an industrial level, Japan has sealed a strong technological partnership with the United States to leverage years of American research, which had culminated in promising demonstrations before the US Navy suspended its own program in 2021, deeming it too energy-intensive and technologically immature for rapid deployment. Tokyo, on the other hand, is benefiting on a specific niche, a railgun optimized for missile interception, smaller and more focused on firing rate rather than very long-range naval artillery. The available information confirms that Japan is taking the technological leadership of this weapon following the American pause. ATLA's goal is no longer just to demonstrate feasibility, but to accelerate the operational schedule for deployment in the second half of the 2020s. Although the railgun is not yet a mass-deployed weapon, it has passed all the necessary maritime stages to validate system integration. This effort is accompanied by a diversification of Japanese defensive capabilities, including the development of high-power microwave weapons and close-in defense lasers, all based on directed energy or advanced kinetics. This plan illustrates Tokyo's new strategic posture as it seeks to equip itself with a credible counterattack capability and a cutting-edge technological shield in the face of the hypersonic arms race in Asia. By investing heavily in a technology deemed too risky by others, Japan confirms its commitment to using its engineering excellence to guarantee its sovereignty by making electromagnetism the foundation of its future missile defense system. That concludes this breakdown. Thank you for following until the end. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to leave a like and let us know your opinion on this situation in the comments. New episodes are coming soon, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss a thing. See you very soon.